Hey everybody, this is Jacob with Mortgage Coach Software Support. Just kind of wanted to give you a brief overview of what you'll need to know to transition from the Mortgage Coach Classic software that you're probably used to using to the new Analyze software, and just try and give you some of the things that you'll need to watch out for. First and foremost, make sure you get Analyze installed. If you're having a problem installing Analyze, please contact support at mortgagecoach.com and we'll do our best to help you out. To import your clients into the new Analyze software, obviously you're going to need to open Analyze first. You go up to the File menu and select Import Data up at the top left of your screen. And then if you've got the old coach still installed on your computer, you're going to see a contact source of Mortgage Coach Pro. That's your old coach. Go ahead and check it. Hit Next and then wait for the list of contacts to populate. When they do populate, go ahead and hit the Select All button here, and it'll select all of them for you. Then hit Next, then Finish, and it'll import your clients. Now once you've got your clients in there, in order to develop a total cost for somebody, first thing you're going to do is go into your client screen and select the client that you want to work with. I'm going to select one of these other ones here. Well, let's go with that one. Most notably on this new version, this address here up in the top, and let me zoom in on this for you. So what we're looking at here, this address up here on the top is actually a mailing address. So this is what's going to appear on your outgoing rate watch reports. That being said, it has to turn into a property before you can save anything and analyze. So in order to do that, you would hit the Create Primary Residence button, and it'll pop up a property value there for you. Fill out all the details that you need, then hit Save and Close, and it'll create another property down below for you. I had already done this once before, that's why I have two in the list here. Once you have the property created, you can go to your analytics screen. This is where all your number crunching happens. And as long as you have a property selected in this top box here on the top left, your info will be saved. If there's no property here, nothing gets saved. So make sure you've got something to select from. Hit the drop down arrow and select whichever property you're interested in doing. Now some notable difference here on the new one is that first and foremost, the interest only is no longer selected from the term. So in order to get the interest only field to open up, you would hit this little drop down arrow. It'll open up the interest only field. Check the box for interest only, and then select a recast month. If this is a 10-year interest only, I would use month 121. If you don't put in a recast month, it will not calculate your interest only payment correctly. So make sure and do that. The next part of it, let me show you how to set up an adjustable rate mortgage, because it's a little bit different on this new version. So let me just pop in a dummy scenario. Okay, so first thing, you're going to make sure and select ARM. And you'll notice that a bunch of new fields populate down here on the lower left. So let me pop in an interest rate real quick. And I'm actually making this a 5-1 ARM with a 10-year interest only period. So I'm going to leave the interest only period at 10 years here. And now I've got to do the adjustable rate mortgage parameters. So first thing you got to do is select an index. I'm selecting the 1-year LIBOR. These are automatically updated every time you open your software, so these are the most current rates possible. Make sure and put in your margin. The life cap here is actually the life cap from your rate sheet plus your start rate. In my case, my start rate is 6%, and I'm going to assume this is a 525 loan, so it has a life cap of 5%. Add the two together, you get 11%. The scenario, just like in the old one, you can choose the best case scenario, which assumes minimum adjustment at the adjustment months, and worst case scenario assumes maximum adjustment at the first adjustment month. If you select custom, you can specify your own adjustment parameters. So if you happen to know the history of a certain loan, you can specify exactly when it adjusted and for how much. I'm going to choose best case for this scenario. Your first adjustment month, if this is a 5-1 loan, I'm going to put month 61 here. First adjustment cap would be 5% on a 525 loan. The periodic adjustment month is actually how often your index adjusts. I chose the 1-year LIBOR, so that's going to be every 12 months. The periodic adjustment cap is the 2 in that series. So a 525 loan, this is the 2, is 2%. That's all it takes to enter in the adjustable rate parameters. Now the next thing, and probably the final thing, is once you've got all your programs set up and you're ready to export this as a report, go up to the very top of your screen, go to Prepare Report. You can choose the basic report here. and it'll generate your report just like you're used to seeing it, the total cost analysis, but it gives a little bit more explanation now. And the second page of your report will give you all the assumptions that you used to develop your report. Once you're ready to send this out, you can either print it directly, you can export to PDF, so you don't need a PDF creator anymore. Just hit the drop down here, choose export to PDF, and it'll allow you to save it to your machine. If you're using Microsoft Outlook, you can choose to email the document directly and it'll attach it as a PDF to your email. You can choose to save the report to history here. You can choose whether or not you want to show or hide the sidebars, or you can choose a graphic representation of your report. For the other stuff, you really do need to watch the videos because there's a lot of detail that you're going to want to get into with this new software. There's things like the report presentation that you'll want to get familiar with, but this should give you a leg up on at least getting started and coming in from the old Classic to the new Analyze. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.